The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello everyone, how are you all? Good. So in the last session we have completed our 4th chapter, right? More on Flash. I hope you all have completed the notes. Many of you have sent it to me, and those who haven't sent it, do send it first. Okay children? See children, you all are familiar with websites and web pages, right? In our day-to-day life we come across different types of websites and web pages. Yes. Have you ever wondered how it is created? So, throughout this chapter, we are going to learn how we can create a web page or a website. Okay? So, we are going to start our chapter, that is Introduction to HTML. Okay? So, in this chapter, let's learn how we can create a simple and easy web pages. Okay? See, HTML or the Hypertext Markup Language is a programming language which helps us to create web pages. And this HTML is divided into two parts, that is hypertext and the markup part. Okay, see hypertext, it is the text that enables us to create the information or that which is to be displayed. So, if we want to display hello, this hypertext part helps us to display. Okay, and it also enables us to create links between. Okay, links between the document. If I want to create any link between first page and the second page, this hypertext helps us to create that link. Okay. Then we have the markup part, and it is a special code. See, that specifies the web browser to which part of the documents are to be processed. If I want to process only certain part, it helps us to process that part. If you are giving codings, and that codings will not be displayed on the web pages. If you are seeing a web page, only the details will be there, right? And the backside will not be displayed. And this markup helps us to display the contents. Okay? Now let's see the advantages of HTML. Why we are using HTML? See, it's very easy to understand and use. You don't know about HTML, but if you are seeing a code, it will be easy to identify what are those codes. Okay? And it does not need any additional software. If we have our computer and a notepad or a web browser in our computers, we can create and execute it. Okay? And we can add different multimedia components. That is, we can add images, videos, and we can even add some other effects also. Okay? Then it can be used with all kinds of web browsers. We have lot of web browsers, right? And it will be working with any of those web browsers. It does not need any particular web browser. Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, even with Internet Explorer. Okay? And it does not need any prior knowledge. If I don't know about HTML also, still we can learn and work with it very easily. Okay? These are the advantages of HTML, and because of these facts, we are using HTML to create web pages. Okay? Now children, let's learn some basic terms in HTML. See, first one is tag. What is a tag? See, it is used to describe how a web page should be displayed. Everything that we need to be displayed on a web page must be given in a tag. See, consists of an angle bracket. If I want to display something, I must give it inside the tag, and it will be having a open and closed tag. It's called an angle bracket, and together they are called a tag. Okay, and it is a major structural component. That is, if we need to mention something, it has to be mentioned in the tag itself. Otherwise it will not be displayed. Okay. See, for example, HTML. We are leaving it inside the tag, so it will be called HTML, and we have body. we are giving it inside the tag. Okay. Then we have the attributes. See, it provides the additional information of my tag. In this tag, I have given body, and I haven't mentioned anything else, right? Just body. If you are giving or mentioning something else to it, or for example, see, we have font color equal to red. So we are specifying that is the color must be in red. These are called the attributes. Okay. And we always specify after tag name. First we need a tag name, then only we can specify these attributes. Okay. And each has a name and a here you can see that font color equal to red. You all know what is a font, right? Yes. The effects which we are applying to a text, right? It can be size, type and color, right? So what is font, right? And now we have given the attribute, that is the color. We have specified which red color we need, and we have given the value as red. If you are giving some other color, the text will be displayed in that color. In the same way, we have size, which is equal to 5. If we need to increase, we can increase, or decrease means we can decrease. So children, now you got an idea about attributes, right? Yes. Now let's see another one. That is the element. See, this is the basic components for creating a web page. To create a web page, we must need the elements. See, it's consisting of a starting tag, content, and an ending tag. See, for example, so let's see this example. See, we have P align equal to center, hello world, and P, right? And here this P align is the starting tag. We are having a starting of the function. So where it is starting. We mention where it is starting. Okay. Then we have the content, that is the hello world. It can be something else also. Then we have the ending tag, that is the P stands for paragraph. In the sentence here P align means paragraph alignment. We are giving some alignment to the paragraph, right? So P paragraph starts and here that paragraph ends. So this is how elements work. Okay. And this ending tag can be also known as the closing tag. See, if you are starting it, we will not be giving this slash. Just we are writing P HTML, something like that. And whenever we are writing it, we need to close it. That is by putting a slash in front of the tag. Okay. So are here. Now we have container element and the empty element. See, what is a container element? The tags which are having both starting and that ending tag. See here, we are giving for bold. To make our text bold, we are using the tag B. Here we have tag B is open and it is closed. The tags which are having both opening and an ending called a container element. See, in the empty element only opening tag will be there. It is not necessary to give an ending part. See, for giving a break. If I want to break the sentence here, in the tag I can mention just BR here. In the tag means along with the come to the next line. So there is no need to ending tag. Such tags are called empty elements. Okay. So children, we have HTML editors. These are the software applications which help us to create an HTML documents. Okay. And see, first one is WYSI, WYG. What is it? What you see is what you can get. So it's a set of inbuilt interface that we are having in our application itself. Here there is no need for us to give these tags. Now automatically that will be there. We just need to edit whatever the portion we needed. Okay. And see, for example, we have Microsoft FrontPage, Express, Adobe Dreamweaver, etc. Some of the examples for WYSI, WYG. Okay. Then we have the text editor. Here we have to memorize the tags and we have to give it ourselves, that we have to type the whole program in these things. Okay. And here we can directly go to the browsers also. Okay. See, for example, we have Notepad and WordPad. We are following the Notepad for creating and viewing the web pages. Okay. Here we are having to, after creating a web page, you find you need to edit something. Somewhere you have to edit. We can just directly go to the Notepad area and we can edit it also. Okay children. So I hope in this session you got an idea about web page, how to create a web page using HTML, right? And we learned some of the basic terms also, memorize it. Okay. So see you in the next session.